I have an important message to share, and I want to remind you that it's crucial to use your own judgment when listening to it. Sometimes a message may not make complete sense right away, and that's okay. If that happens, I encourage you to take it back to God, to the divine, and ask for clarity. Pray about it, meditate, and listen to what your heart tells you. Don't just take things at face value or try to force an interpretation. Let the message sink in deeply and trust that the divine will help you understand it better. Now let's get into the message that's coming through. What I'm hearing right now is that you are surrounded by strong, unwavering protection and support in your life. There is someone here who is feeling fearful or anxious, and the divine is saying that it's time to let go of these feelings. You have nothing to fear because you are protected. The support you have is constant and is stronger than you might realize. Sometimes we feel alone or unsure, but know that the divine has been with you every step of the way. If you've been struggling with doubt, fear, or anxiety, this message is for you. You are safe, you are supported, you are protected. The divine is reminding you that these feelings of worry or fear do not belong to you. They are only temporary and they will pass. The love and protection surrounding you is unshakable. So breathe easy and let go of what no longer serves you. A message of completion is coming through. For many of you, this is a time when you've just completed a major cycle in your life. You may not even realize it yet, but there has been a significant shift. Some of you might be wondering if you're on the right path or if you've been making the right choices. You might even feel confused or scared because you haven't seen your efforts pay off in the way you expected. Maybe things aren't happening as quickly as you hoped. But I want you to know that you are exactly where you need to be. This is a time of growth, and even though you may not see the results just yet, know that the divine is working behind the scenes. Trust the process. The completion of this cycle is a necessary part of your spiritual growth. It's important for you to understand that you are on the right path, even if it doesn't feel that way right now. For some of you, the divine is saying that you have been freed from spiritual struggles. If you've been dealing with negative energy, spiritual attacks, or feelings of being blocked in your life, know that this cycle has come to an end. You are free from those struggles, and it's time to embrace the new energy that is coming into your life. This is a powerful time of spiritual freedom and renewal. Taking time for yourself is important. I'm also hearing that some of you have been receiving guidance to spend more time alone. This isn't about shutting people out or isolating yourself in a negative way. It's more about finding time to reconnect with yourself and the divine. It's a time to nurture your soul and care for your own well-being. Spending time alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely or feel isolated. It's about finding peace in your own company, connecting with your higher self, and listening to the divine's guidance. It's a time to focus on healing, self-care, and personal growth. It's important to give yourself the space to grow without distractions from the outside world, or some of you may feel a call to disconnect from the noise of the world. The divine is encouraging you to take breaks from the busyness of life to reflect and to reconnect with what really matters. You've been so focused on helping others or keeping up with the demands around you that you may have neglected your own needs. This is a reminder that it's okay to put yourself first. The cycle you've completed is opening up a new path. For those of you who have completed this cycle, know that you are now stepping into a new chapter. This new chapter is full of abundance, peace, and growth. The life you've been dreaming of is coming to you. For some, this may mean financial prosperity, a more peaceful life, or new opportunities that will allow you to live the life you've always wanted. If you've been dreaming of a more luxurious life, know that this is coming for you. Your dreams are manifesting slowly but steadily. For others, the new phase may look different. It may be a life that's simpler but filled with joy and contentment. There is no right or wrong way for this new chapter to look. What matters most is that it's aligned with your true purpose and brings you peace and happiness. For some, the divine is letting you know that the abundant life you've been dreaming of is closer than you think. It might feel like things are moving slowly, but remember, steady progress is still progress. Trust that your efforts are not in vain and that the divine is guiding you to your highest good. If you feel frustrated or discouraged because you're not seeing your dreams come true yet, this message is to encourage you to be patient. Things are coming together even if you can't see it right now. Your efforts are being noticed and the divine is working behind the scenes to bring everything to fruition. The importance of listening to your intuition. As you move through this phase, it's so important to listen to your inner guidance. Many of you are receiving messages from the divine through your intuition, and you are being guided to trust those messages. Don't ignore the thoughts, feelings, and insights you're receiving. The divine speaks to you in subtle ways, and if you listen closely, you will receive all the answers you need. Some of you are ignoring your intuition or running away from the messages you're receiving. It's natural to feel uncertain about change, but the divine is asking you to accept these messages and trust the process. Trust that the divine knows what's best for you and that the guidance you are receiving is meant to lead you to a better life. There's also a message about self-reflection. Take some time to look within and see yourself for who you truly are. You may have been focusing too much on the outside world or on the opinions of others, but now is the time to focus on your own growth. It's important to look at your strengths, weaknesses, and the areas where you want to improve. This process of introspection will help you become more aligned with your true self and your higher purpose. If you've been projecting negative energy onto yourself or focusing too much on your flaws, it's time to let go of that. You are worthy of love, peace, and abundance, and it's important to recognize your worth. The divine wants you to see yourself the way they see you, as beautiful, capable, and deserving of everything good. Living the life you deserve. For many of you, the life you've been waiting for is already on its way. You've done the work, you've completed the necessary cycles, and now it's time to receive the blessings that you've been dreaming of. This life may look different for everyone. It may be a peaceful, fulfilling life with a sense of inner contentment, or it may be a life filled with luxury and comfort. What matters most is that this new life brings you peace and fulfillment. Remember, luxury isn't just about material things. True luxury comes from living a life that aligns with your highest purpose and brings you joy and satisfaction. Don't get caught up in the idea that happiness comes from external possessions. True happiness comes from within, from knowing who you are, and from connecting with the divine. It seems like you've been spending too much time focusing on others or on external things like your job or other people, and not enough time taking care of yourself. When you don't take care of yourself, it becomes easy to neglect your own needs and well-being. Self-care and self-love are incredibly important, yet many people forget to prioritize them. It's easy to pour all your energy into caring for others, but if you don't pour that same love and care into yourself, you end up drained, empty, and disconnected from who you really are. Self-love is more than just pampering yourself or treating yourself occasionally. It's about making yourself a priority every day. It's about nourishing your body, mind, and spirit and giving yourself the love and kindness you deserve. Without it, it becomes easy to lose track of who you are, and you might end up feeling disconnected or unsure of your own worth. This is a wake-up call to remind you to refocus on yourself and your own needs. One of the first steps toward healing is to pay attention to how you view yourself. How you see yourself impacts everything about your life. If you see yourself as unworthy or unimportant, you'll carry that belief in everything you do. On the other hand, if you understand and accept your worth, it changes how you show up in the world. Accepting yourself for who you truly are is a huge part of self-love. When you look in the mirror, Do you see someone who is beautiful, capable, and worthy of love? Or do you only see your flaws, mistakes, or things you don't like about yourself? The way you see yourself shapes your reality, so it's important to change the way you view yourself to align with the truth that you are amazing and worthy. Sometimes we allow others to define us because we don't see ourselves clearly. When we don't truly believe in our worth, we leave room for others to tell us who we are or what we should be. This is dangerous because when you rely on others to tell you who you are, you lose touch with your true self. Others may not see your value and they may make you feel less than what you truly are. If you keep letting others define you, you'll end up feeling lost, unsure of yourself, and disconnected from your true purpose. The truth is, you are unique, valuable, and worthy of love just as you are. This is why it's so important to be authentic. Being authentic means being true to yourself, no matter what others expect from you. It means not trying to live up to someone else's standards or conform to their idea of who you should be. You are not here to be like anyone else. You are here to live your own life in your own way with your own unique talents and gifts. If you are constantly trying to live someone else's version of life, you are not living for yourself. You are living for someone else's expectations or approval. Living authentically means embracing who you truly are, even if it's different from what others expect. There's no need to be afraid of being your true self. The people who are meant for you will accept you for who you are. The right people will understand and appreciate your individuality. If others don't understand your journey or don't support you for being your true self, that's okay. There are plenty of people out there who will. Don't be afraid to embrace your uniqueness. It's what makes you special and valuable. Another important aspect of self love is forgiveness. Many of us carry old baggage from the past mistakes we've made, things we regret, or situations we didn't handle well. This can hold us back from truly accepting ourselves. We become so focused on our past mistakes that we forget to move forward and heal. If you are still holding on to old regrets or blaming yourself for things that happened in the past, it's time to let go. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are a constantly evolving person who is learning and growing every day. Forgiveness is a vital part of the healing process. Not only do you need to forgive others for the hurt they've caused, but you also need to forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. Forgiving yourself doesn't mean excusing bad behavior or forgetting what happened. It simply means accepting that you made mistakes, learning from them, and moving on. It means letting go of the guilt, shame, or regret that keeps you stuck in the past. When you forgive yourself, you free yourself from the emotional weight that has been holding you back. You give yourself permission to grow, to heal, and to move forward. If you've been struggling with self-worth or holding on to past mistakes, it's time to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same love and care that you would give to a friend. Stop criticizing yourself so harshly and start showing yourself the love and understanding you deserve. You are worthy of happiness, peace, and success, and the only thing standing in your way is how you view yourself. Some of you may also be facing unhealthy behaviors or patterns that are holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself. These patterns might be things like procrastination, negative thinking, self doubt, or holding on to toxic relationships. We all have areas in our lives where we struggle, and it's important to recognize these unhealthy patterns so that we can begin to heal. Recognizing these behaviors is the first step in breaking free from them. You might not realize that some of the struggles you face are self-inflicted. For example, if you are constantly feeling stuck or frustrated, you might be the one keeping yourself in that position. Sometimes we become so focused on blaming external factors for our problems that we forget to look inward. The truth is, we are often the ones standing in our own way. This doesn't mean you're at fault, but it does mean that it's time to take responsibility for your role in the situation and work on changing it. It's not easy to admit that we might be the problem, but it's necessary for growth. Self awareness is key to personal development. The more you understand your behaviors, your thought patterns, and your emotional triggers, the more power you have to change them. When you face the truth about yourself, it allows you to make different choices and create a life that reflects your true desires. Some of you may also be struggling with emotional blockages. You might be afraid to open up emotionally or to express how you truly feel. It's common to close ourselves off emotionally because we fear being hurt or rejected. But holding on to these emotions does more harm than good. When you block yourself off emotionally, you deny yourself the chance to heal and grow. Allowing yourself to be emotionally open is a key part of healing and self-love. This doesn't mean you should overshare or be vulnerable with everyone, but it does mean being honest with yourself and others about how you feel. Emotions are not something to be ashamed of. They are a natural part of being human, and they help guide you toward what's right for you. When you allow yourself to feel your emotions and express them, you open yourself up to deeper connections and personal growth. Opening up emotionally is often tied to listening to your intuition. Your intuition is your inner guidance system, and it's always trying to help you make the right choices for yourself. But many people ignore their intuition because they are afraid of the unknown or worried about being wrong. Trusting your intuition can be difficult, especially if you've been hurt in the past, but it's necessary for growth. The more you listen to your inner voice and trust your feelings, the more aligned you become with your true path. If you've been receiving intuitive messages or signs from the universe, it's important to listen to them. These messages may guide you to open up emotionally, to release past pain, or to make a change in your life. It can be scary to trust the unknown, but it's often where the most growth happens. The divine is always guiding you, and if you listen, you will be led toward the life you are meant to live. Well, for some of you, there's a final step you need to take before you can move into the next phase of your life. This step involves releasing old emotional baggage and allowing yourself to heal. You may have been holding on to something from your past, whether it's a toxic relationship, a painful breakup, or an old wound that's preventing you from moving forward. Releasing these emotional blockages is essential for attracting the new positive energy that is waiting for you. Once you let go of the past and open up emotionally, you'll be able to move forward and create the life you truly desire. You have the power to create abundance, peace, and joy in your life, but it starts with taking care of yourself, embracing your authenticity, and trusting your intuition. When you make space for healing and self-love, you open the door for new opportunities to come into your life. So start today, accept yourself, forgive yourself, and let go of what no longer serves you. You are worthy of a beautiful life, and it's time to step into that reality divine has been guiding you and showing you the next steps in your journey. You've been receiving guidance about what you need to do, what the next move is, especially when it comes to your twin flame connection. If you're not familiar with the term, let me explain what it means in my understanding. A twin flame connection is a special kind of bond, but it's not like any regular relationship. It's not just about love and romance, it's deeper than that. In my view, a twin flame relationship is like a teacher and student. In this relationship, one person is meant to teach the other something important. They help each other grow and become better versions of themselves. In this case, one person has already gone through a healing journey, while the other may still be struggling with their own emotional wounds. The healed person helps the one who is still broken because they see parts of themselves in the other person. This makes them mirror souls. They reflect each other's strengths, weaknesses, fears, and desires. It's a connection that allows both people to learn and heal from each other. If you're in a twin flame connection, you might notice that the two of you often see things from different perspectives. You may feel like you're helping the other person grow, but you also realize that they are helping you in ways you never expected. This is because in a twin flame relationship, both people learn from each other. You might see something in the other person that helps you understand yourself better. Your role in this connection is to help the other person see things in the way they were meant to see them. It may be hard for them to see this on their own, but with your help, they can understand things from a new angle. The twin flame journey is more about awakening than about having a perfect romantic relationship. It's a path of growth, healing, and understanding. While some twin flames do end up married or in long-term relationships, not all do. But that doesn't mean that the connection isn't valuable. Even if a twin flame connection doesn't end in marriage, it can still lead to an important personal transformation. What matters is that both people on this journey are willing to do the hard work of healing and self-improvement. When you receive messages from the divine, they can bring clarity. The divine is offering you wisdom about your path, whether it's related to your twin flame or something else in your life, like your job or your personal growth. A message will come that will bring you much needed clarity about your situation. This might be a message you've been waiting for, or it could come unexpectedly. Either way, it will give you the understanding you need to make decisions and move forward. Something important might have been revealed to you recently, especially around the full moon. The full moon has a powerful way of bringing hidden truths to light. Whatever was unclear before may now be much easier to understand. Whether it's about your relationship with your twin flame, your career, or your personal life, you might feel like you finally gained some insight that helps you make sense of things. This clarity will guide you as you move forward on your journey. It's also important to trust the voice inside you. The voice within you is your inner guidance system and is always there to help you make decisions. But not all voices are the same. The voice of your soul is different from the voice of your ego. The ego speaks from fear and insecurity, and it often tries to convince you that you're not good enough or that things won't work out. The soul's voice, on the other hand, is calm and reassuring. It speaks from a place of love and wisdom. When you hear that voice inside, it's important to pay attention to how it makes you feel. The soul's voice will bring peace, while the ego's voice will often bring doubt and anxiety. If you're feeling conflicted or unsure about something, it's a sign that you might be listening to your ego. The ego is always looking for reasons to stay in the comfort zone, even if it's unhealthy for you. It keeps you stuck in fear and negative thinking, but your soul wants you to grow, heal, and move forward. It's important to recognize which voice you're listening to and choose the one that helps you become the person you're meant to be. Many people struggle with negative self-talk. Some of you may feel like you're not being true to yourself or that you're living a lie. You might believe that you're not worthy of love, success, or happiness. This kind of thinking can hold you back and create confusion in your life. If you've been telling yourself that you're a failure or that you don't deserve good things, it's time to change that mindset. These are lies you've been telling yourself, and they are keeping you stuck. You are worthy of love, success, and happiness. You deserve good things, and you don't need to keep telling yourself otherwise. You need to stop believing these negative thoughts about yourself. You are not a failure, and you are not unworthy of love. The divine wants you to know that you deserve all the beautiful things life has to offer. But first, you need to close the cycle of negative thinking. The way you think about yourself shapes your reality. If you keep thinking you're not good enough, that belief will continue to create obstacles in your life. But when you change the way you view yourself, you can close that cycle of self-doubt and open yourself to a new way of thinking. The divine has been offering you support and protection. You have a team of spiritual guides who are helping you on your journey. Trust the guidance you're receiving. It's leading you toward healing and growth. Even though you might face challenges, know that you are not alone. The divine is watching over you, guiding you every step of the way. When you listen to your soul's voice, you will feel more connected to this guidance. Trust that you are being led toward your highest good. It's also important to take responsibility for your actions and thoughts. Many people tend to blame others for their problems, but the truth is that we are the ones who create our own reality. No one can control how you feel unless you let them. The things that happened in your past were meant to teach you valuable lessons. Don't let those experiences define you or hold you back. You are not a victim of your past. You have the power to change your thoughts and your life. Some of you may be stuck because you keep repeating the same negative patterns. Maybe you're still holding on to beliefs from your past that no longer serve you. These old beliefs might tell you that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve love, or that you're not worthy of success. But these beliefs are just patterns that you've learned over time. They are not the truth. It's time to let go of these old beliefs and start creating new ones. If you feel unworthy or stuck, you might be projecting those feelings onto yourself. You may believe that others see you the way you see yourself. But the truth is that how you see yourself is what matters most. Your self-worth comes from within, not from what others think of you. You are the only one who can change your self-image and belief system. Don't let the opinions of others shape who you are. You are worthy of love, happiness, and success. Soon you will be saying goodbye to the old version of yourself, the version that felt unworthy or stuck. This old version of you has been holding you back from becoming the person you are meant to be. It's time to let go of this old self and move into a new phase of your life. Then you will be confident, strong, and ready to receive all the good things that life has to offer. This is a time of transformation. The full moon has already moved you into a new phase of your life where you can start seeing things more clearly. You're about to experience a shift in your mindset, and with that shift, you will also experience a shift in your life. The way you view yourself and your potential will change for the better. You may also meet someone who will help you on your spiritual journey. This person could be a teacher or a guide who helps you understand things from a deeper perspective. Through this person, you will be able to grow spiritually and move to a higher level of understanding. This is an important time of growth for you, and the divine is guiding you toward people and experiences that will help you evolve. As you continue on this journey, remember that you are not alone. The divine is with you, and your guides are helping you every step of the way. Trust in the process and know that you are on the right path. The best is yet to come. You're on the verge of an important spiritual transformation, and soon you'll meet someone who will help guide you toward discovering your true self. This person, or even a deeper part of you, will show you who you really are, not the false image of yourself you've been holding on to for a long time. You may not realize it yet, but you're about to experience a change in how you view life and your place in the world. This journey will help you connect with your spirituality on a deeper level, and if you're open to it, you'll discover more about your soul and the purpose you're meant to fulfill. At this point in your life, you might be meeting new people or experiencing new connections that encourage you to live more spiritually. These people might ask you to pray more often, spend time meditating, or even join them in different spiritual practices. They might show you the beauty of spending time with nature or deepening your connection with your inner self. These people are here to help you tap into that part of you that is yearning to grow and evolve spiritually. You may not understand it fully, but the divine is guiding you towards something new, something more meaningful. This is a time of growth, a time for you to learn how to connect with your higher self, to embrace your true identity, and to move beyond the limitations you've placed on yourself. There are moments when we hold on to beliefs that aren't serving us, or we stay stuck in patterns that keep us from moving forward. But you're being called to let go of the old and step into the new. This is your time for transformation. What you are experiencing now is a chance for you to see life from a completely different perspective. The way you've been thinking, the way you've been living, these old patterns and habits are no longer serving you. You're about to experience a shift that will open your eyes to new possibilities. You might begin to see things differently, feel things more deeply, and sense the world around you in ways you've never noticed before. The divine is asking you to trust the process. This may not be easy, especially when you're not sure where this path will lead you. It's normal to feel uncertain or unsure at times, but you need to understand that you are supported every step of the way. You have protection and guidance from the universe, and you're not alone on this journey. Even though you might not see all the details right now, know that everything you're going through is part of a bigger plan for your life. The life you've always dreamed of, the life you've been praying for, is already waiting for you. It may not seem that way right now, but it's true. The good things you want, the abundance you desire, the love and peace you long for, they are all within your reach. However, in order to receive them, you first have to believe that you deserve them. You have to believe that you are worthy of the happiness, success, and peace you're still seeking. Too often, we get caught up in negative self-talk or feel unworthy of the good things that come our way. But if you can start to see yourself differently, you will start to attract different things into your life. It's time for you to release the old stories you've been telling yourself about who you are and who you're meant to be. Those old beliefs are no longer serving you, and it's time to let them go. For many of you, this will involve learning to love yourself more. Self-love is the foundation of everything. It's hard to attract positive things into your life if you don't believe in your own worth. If you see yourself as a failure, that's what you will attract. But if you begin to love yourself, accepting who you are, flaws, and all, you will begin to see your life change in miraculous ways. Loving yourself doesn't mean being perfect. It doesn't mean having everything figured out. It means accepting yourself fully, flaws and all. It means forgiving yourself for past mistakes and choosing to move forward. It means acknowledging your worth, even when others around you don't see it. Once you start to love yourself, you will begin to attract love from others, as well as the abundance and joy you deserve. On this journey, you may also find that you are growing spiritually in ways that feel new to you. You may find yourself drawn to meditation, prayer, or reading spiritual books. These practices will help you connect with your inner wisdom and strengthen your spiritual foundation. You might also feel the urge to spend more time in nature or to quiet your mind and listen to your own thoughts. These are signs that you're on the right path, and they will guide you to a deeper understanding of yourself that the divine is asking you to trust in the process. Even if things are hard or confusing right now, trust that everything is happening for a reason. You are exactly where you need to be in this moment, and each experience, whether good or bad, is teaching you something important. You are being guided toward a new way of living, and this process is not always easy. But trust that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should, and each step you take brings you closer to the life you've been dreaming of. As you begin to heal and grow, you'll also start to see things in a new light. Your intuition will become stronger, and you'll begin to receive messages from the divine. These messages may come in the form of signs like numbers, symbols, or even words from others. Pay attention to these messages, as they will guide you toward the next step in your journey. The signs are everywhere, but often we don't notice them. We're too focused on our worries or doubts, or we're distracted by the noise of the world around us. But the divine speaks to us in quiet moments, and when you slow down and listen, you will begin to hear the guidance you need. Trust your intuition. When you feel a pull in a certain direction, follow it. When you feel uncertain about something or someone, listen to that feeling too. The life you desire is already yours, it's just waiting for you to claim it. But in order to do that, you need to step out of your old ways of thinking and into a new mindset. You need to stop doubting yourself and start believing in your ability to create the life you want. You have the power to change your circumstances, but it starts with changing the way you think and feel about yourself. Don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. Trust that you are supported. The divine has a plan for you, and everything that is happening now is helping you get closer to where you're meant to be. You are not alone. You are surrounded by love, protection, and guidance from the universe. Trust that everything you need will be provided to you at the right time. One of the most important things you can do on this journey is to embrace love both for yourself and for others. Love is the foundation of everything. If you've been hurt in the past, it's understandable to be afraid of opening your heart again. But you are being encouraged to heal and open yourself up to love once more. This love isn't just about relationships with others, it's about the love you have for yourself and the love you allow to flow into your life. When you love yourself, you attract love and positive energy from others. This is a time of great transformation for you, and even though it may feel challenging at times, it's leading you toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Keep your heart open, stay connected with your higher self, and trust that everything you desire is already on its way. You have everything you need inside of you to create the life you want. It's time to release the old stories, the old beliefs, and the fears that have held you back. It's time to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Trust the process, trust yourself, and know that you are supported every step of the way. As you continue on this journey, remember that you are worthy of all the good things that are coming your way. The life you want is already yours, it's just waiting for you to embrace it. So take the leap, trust the process, and allow yourself to grow. You are loved, and everything you desire is already within your reach. Trust in the divine plan and know that you are exactly where you need to be. Keep moving forward with faith, and you will experience the life you've been dreaming of.